Ohio back roads here. It is still bad weather here in Ohio, and I wanted to come out and work on a bike. I'm doing some preliminary packing, experimenting, trying to figure out what works best for me with this Kawasaki 04 Mean Streak that I'm converting to a Swiss Army knife adventure bike, touring bike. It is a clean slate that I'm just experimenting with and playing with, and while the weather's bad here in Ohio, it is the perfect opportunity. And I want to show you a couple of things I got going on, and like I said, everything could change. I'm trying to narrow things down. In my last video, I said that I want to be hard boxes only, not a soft box or a soft bag, but from what I've been from experimenting and working with this, I'm finding out that that's not going to work. I am going to have one soft bag. So I've added a couple. So with trial and error and working and packing with the bike, I'm going to figure out what works best for me. But since I've last talked to you in the video, I've added a couple things to the bike. I'm trying to get the bike as versatile, like a Swiss Army knife. Everything I need is here at the bike. I'm prepping the bike for touring, adventure, and desert riding. One of the things I just recently added, I added very intense LED lights. These are the same LED lights I've used on all my bikes, including the Kawasaki Versys 1000. And I wired these off the battery. These are fusible on a relay. And I'll give you a little bit of look at I'll show you what these LED lights look like. These are small, but pack a lot. These lights, I've ran these in the desert, in Moab, in Colorado. I've used these same style lights on the Blue Ridge Parkway. These are small, but effective. These are one of my most favorite lights that I've been using. And I added a switch here, a lightable switch, which this is also controlled by a relay. I added another USB charger here. It's actually upside down, but this is showing me my battery voltage. And I wanted this up here because I've upgraded to a GoPro 13, so I can constantly charge and film. So I can have a USB charger coming from here to my GoPro 13 or a handlebar mounted camera. Just trying to be as versatile as I can to get all this application set up here to make this bike work for me. And once again, this is on a fuse, a relay, so I can't accidentally leave something on and destroy my battery and leave me stranded in the desert or somewhere. So that's one of the last things I added. I also added an Atlas throttle lock. This throttle lock really is going to work great. I've used Atlas in the past. I've used a few other styles, but I went to the Atlas because I just really like the quality of the product. It works good, and it's easy to back off in case of an emergency. So I've been packing. I have traveled long and far. I've had 18,000 years riding. I attempted 4 iron butts. In 1 year, I completed 3. Packing this bike, I'm just trying to share what works for me. I know people, like when I pack to go out to Sturgis, I got some criticism. You don't know what you're doing. Your bike's too heavy, this and that. I'm okay with the criticism. When you put it out there, you put it out there in social media, you're going to get criticism. But it seems like to me, most of the criticism I get is from people that have blank YouTube channels. I'll get negative comments, and that's okay. You have every right to say it, but I'll look at your channel, you got nothing. When you ride and travel and do what I've done, you want to criticize me, that's fine. But it seems like these people out there, these trolls, that's criticizing me, especially for fixing up this old '04 Kawasaki Mean Streak. I've got comments on this. Why would you work with an old bike like that? This is not an old bike. It's a 2004, but this is a brand new 2004 Mean Streak. A friend of mine bought this bike new. It only had 1,700 miles on it. He was in the military, Navy, didn't get a chance to ride it. But I really like this bike. That's what makes me happy. So that's why I'm doing this. It's what works for me, what makes me happy, what you do for you and your ride and how you travel. I'm happy for you. And I'm happy for people that get nice things and new bikes and new Harley Davidsons and new whatever. I'm more happy for them to get new stuff than me. I love this bike. It's an old bike, but I like it. So show you a little bit about what I've got going on. I've added these Bauer boxes. It looks like everything is too heavy or too high, but it's actually not. With the current boxes right now, the way I have it packed, I'm real close. I think I've only added like 95 pounds. So this right here is what's called a glamping chair. This is a camping chair that I probably won't have on here, but this is just something I'm experimenting with, playing with. I actually designed my setup for my camping chair to go in behind these boxes to be secured. So I got my Connex bag up here. So we're going to remove this. So this box here is what's called my camping box, or my camping gear. So what I have in this box right here, I have my riding gloves, I have my tools, I have a compressor, tire tool, tire spoons, I have a chain breaker in here. My bike shaft drive, I don't need a chain breaker. I have some master links in here, but I may be able to help out another rider that's stranded or need assistance. I have my skillets, my camping gear, my camping stove. I have a bag here that contains flashlights, batteries, different camp lights, anything that I need. Also, back in this side, I have my propane gas, and I have modified these, or kind of manipulated these boxes with these dividers. These are actually tool boxes to hold all of my, like my propane tank. This actually slides in and fits snugly, no rattle. So I don't want stuff rattling and banging around. And I'm also balancing out the bike to be equal in weight. So this hole right here, I actually designed this gap here to hold a camp chair and maybe my tent, but it could hold my camp chair or a auxiliary fuel. I still not know how I'm going to do that yet. I'm still working on that. So this Connex bag is the only soft bag that I will be using. This bag contains my tent and my FE Active camp cot. This Connex bag is waterproof and it's very light. So I'm not compromising the bike by adding weight up high. The only thing you see in this is just a real light two-man tent. So what I have here, this is going to be for quick access. This will hold miscellaneous stuff I need, and I also have a this is directly wired, this a USB charger to the battery, so I can charge GoPro batteries for filming. I'm going to try this year to step up my quality of my channel, so I will use this box here for my glasses, miscellaneous stuff, riding jackets, stuff for quick access. This will go in this GV 56-liter box. This upper Bauer box It's black. This is going to contain my drone and all my camera equipment other than batteries. I have SD cards and stuff in here, but this bag may get a white sleeve or painted white because of the heat. I know camera equipment's sensitive to heat, and being in the desert, I'm going to have to ensure and check out that this bag stays cool. So, and I'm still loading up this box, but this contains GoPro mount, GoPro equipment, underwater GoPro equipment, SD cards. And again, I'm going to work to try to keep this box cool so the heat don't affect my equipment. My drone will fit here in the middle. I have my I have all my GoPro adapters, handlebar mounts, anything that I need. And again, I'm going to try to step up my quality a little bit on my channel. So this box right here is going to contain, the higher the box, the lower the weight. I understand, you know, you need to keep your heavier stuff down low, and you know, you don't want to get it top heavy. And I've weighed this, I think I have like 95 pounds with the boxes of what I have in the bike now. So what I have in this box, this is my camp pillow. I have my sleeping bag. I have my creek shoes, swimming trunks, and this is a little expandable table to put my cook stove on. So, and again, I'm just trying to keep all the lighter stuff up high. I also have a collapsible cooler, because after a long day's ride and you hit camp, you want to have some cool drinks. And I added the backrest. The backrest here is very comfortable. I think it's going to work out nice. This backrest with my feet on the pegs, it is really just working out great. So this box, which I've not opened yet, is completely empty. This box will contain clothing, toiletry, stuff for shower towels, bath towels, stuff like that, medication, toothpaste, bug spray, and other miscellaneous items. Plus, it's going to leave me a little room if I pick up something, souvenirs, and I need to carry water. So, and again, this is evolving. It will change. I'm working on it, trying to perfect it. If you look here on the floor, I have a home mark. This home mark is a reference to this bolt. I let all the air out of the shock. Here's my air valve. So what I'm doing is I'm loading this bike. I've been measuring from this home mark to this bolt. With no air in this shock, with this 90-pound, the box has dropped 1/8 of an inch. So I feel that the bike will be loaded correctly, not overloaded. I think this is going to work. So in one of my videos, I said I didn't want to use a soft bag. It's inevitable. I got to. There just is not enough room. I'm packing the bare minimum. They sell stuff in other states. But, you know, I got to have my camp cot, my tent, Uh, room for food, water. I will not skip on water. I've been low on water before, and it's just not good. So, like I said, I'm just trying to spend this bad weather to perfect my packing to get this bike down to what works for me. I'm looking so forward to riding this year, and once again, why would I be doing this to an old 21-year-old motorcycle? It is a brand new Kawasaki Mean Streak 1600. As of currently right now, it's got 2,900 miles, and mechanically, I'd put it up against the newest and greatest bikes out there today. But it's mine. It's mine, and I like it. Like I said, I love to see people. I'm more happier to see somebody get something new and new bikes and stuff to travel with. But for me, I've had the new bikes. And did having a new bike encourage me to get out and travel more? No. It is, the bike does not make you want to travel. The bike does not make you want to do the adventures. That comes from inside. That is something that your soul is longing to do, is to get out and travel, ride, and explore. A lot of times I'll go to a Harley dealer to look around to get a chip or something, and I'll walk through the Harley dealer and I'm looking at the used bikes. So often do I see used Harley touring bikes in there that's 1 or 2 years old that has less than 500 miles. And to me, I call that the dealership of lost dreams. And what I mean by that, people have good intentions to buy motorcycles and to travel. But just by buying and obtaining that motorcycle is not a magical wand for adventures and travel. That comes from within. You can travel on a $500 motorcycle. You can travel on a $25,000 motorcycle. It's just wanting the sense of adventure to want to travel. And I perfectly understand people buy motorcycles and your family and stuff. That always comes first. Your job, your family, your career, your home, that comes first. That's part of the reason why I bought that new Harley Davidson in 22. Not going to go too much on the bike, but it just wasn't for me. But do I think owning a Harley would give me the sense of adventure and traveling more? No, it was not the bike. It comes from within. It's something that it don't come in a bottle. I don't know how you obtain it. It's just something that you have to sense, to want to explore, to seek adventures. A bike will not do that for you. It comes from within. So, and again, that's why I say, people has all good intentions of going buying new bikes and they just don't ride them, and I hate to see that. But once again, this is all preliminary. This is a clean slate. Just want to update you on my packing. I think I'll be just fine. There's something. Look at that grandkid looking out that door at me. Uh-oh, the dog and the grandkid meeting at the dog door. Well, everyone, work on your bike now. Get them ready. Get them maintenanced up. Make your 2025 ride plans. Be safe, and we'll talk again.